All right, so what's up? Today I want to take a minute to address this situation on whether one should finance a Z06 or you should pay cash for it. I've heard people say that if you finance a Z06, you probably shouldn't get one, in the sense that it's an irresponsible thing to do to finance a Z06. And when I look at that statement, to me, I think that's a really narrow way of looking at financing a vehicle. Right? And a lot of times what people are doing is they're looking through their own lens based on their own financial situation. But you probably shouldn't try and put everybody in the same box that you're in. You're in a certain situation does not mean the next person is in that same situation. So I think that there are different vehicles out for you to use to decide whether you want to finance a car or you want to pay cash for it. It's like a personal decision. You look at your situation and decide which one is best for you. Is a vehicle, right? So you just decide which one you want to drive, is how I look at it. But for me, when it comes down to financing versus paying cash for a Z06, I wouldn't pay cash for a Z06 right now. With where I am in my life, I just would not tie up $150,000 of my own cash money into a car. It just does not pass the common sense test for me to do that. Because to me, that's saying that I'm going to put $150,000 cash into a depreciating asset. Technically speaking, the Z06, any car is a depreciating asset in most cases, right? When we sell that car, yes, I would like to make a little money on it. If we do make money, that's great. But if we break even, that's fine. Even if we lose $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, that's perfectly okay, right? Because I take that as a cost to drive the car for the time that I had it. But I'm shooting to make a little money on the car. With that said, at the very least, break even. Now, with that said, when you are tying up $150,000 into a car, that means that I'm not going to be able to invest that money while it's tied up into the car. And to me, that's just unacceptable. There's no way that I would tie my money up and not be able to use it for investments when investing is the way that I grow my nest egg. Investing is what it's about for me, right? Yes, I bought a car because that's something that I wanted to do. So I'm going to set it up so that it is best for me when it comes down to the money, the numbers. So to me, tying up $150K into a car, that's not a good idea for me. That's not a good look, but I can see why it might be for someone else. But for me, I would say, you know what I'll do? I just go ahead and keep my $150,000, use that money to make money instead of putting it into a depreciating asset. I'm going to use that money to make money. And then when it comes down to the car, I'm still going to be able to enjoy the car with just paying a car payment on it. Right? I'm just paying whatever it costs for the car payment to own that car for the time that I want to own it. So I think it depends on your financial situation, what you want to get out the experience of ownership of the car. And then when you're ready to say, hey, exit strategy, let's go ahead and put that in place. Now it's time to get out of it. And whatever the cost may have been, you are okay with that. That's what it comes down to for me when it comes to ownership of a Z06 or any supercar for that matter right now. I'm not looking to own it in the sense that I'm going to keep it for 84 months. No way. No way. That's not my intent at all. My intent is to use it for a period of time. Then I pass it on to someone else. So whatever, is best for you and your financial situation, look at it. Make sure that you do your homework, do your due diligence, look into it, and then execute. That's what I wanted to share today. We'll see you at the top because the bottom is much too crowded.